Hello, hello, hello again. It is the Peacefire Witch. Welcome back. I have a new spread happening here. This is my in bulk altar. I actually tend to switch out my cloth usually every other Sabbath. So if I do like Samhain and Yule, then I'll switch it out during in bulk. So this is why that happened. So enjoy it for the next 12 weeks or so. All right, so let's get into this week's episode. And on today's episode, we will be reviewing the Key Tarot. So this is another unseen tarot review because I have not looked at the cards yet. I've seen a few. So this deck is by, let's see if we can see that, Scarlet, Ravenswood, and Jamie Gold. Scarlet is actually somebody I follow on YouTube, and I've been watching her videos for a while now. Very enjoyable. I highly recommend you head over there. And a little bit ago, she announced she was going to have a tarot deck. So when it became available, I decided to pick up a copy. And I just got it a couple days ago. And let's see. Yep, so it even still has the plastic on right here. So first, let's take a look at the box. Of course, it is a two-piece box. It does have the little gap here, so it's easier to grab and pull off. Pretty nice quality box. Nothing on the inside there. Nothing on the inside here. But let's take a look at the guidebook before we get started on the rest of it. Just put that there. So it's a pretty decent sized guidebook. It's not the biggest guidebook that I've seen. It's not the smallest. It says the Key Tarot right there on the back. Also, I want to admire the gold. And then, of course, the gold. So there's a lot of gold with this deck. All right, so welcome to the Key Tarot, created by Scarlet Ravenswood and Jamie Gold. And it looks like there's some welcome pages, a couple of, well, one spread there. And then it begins the actual guidebook part. So it looks like every other page is white, every other page is black. And we have one page per card. Let's see if that carries through. Yeah, looks like it carries through. So one page per card, no preview of the card. Looks like we have a couple of keywords right here, as well as then a description. Yeah, I won't read through this. If you want to read through it, you can get the deck. Yeah, looks like each card gets one. Let's see what we have at the back here, if there's anything else. That's a couple of thank yous, and then acknowledging the models. So I do know that this is a photography deck. Kind of similar to the Muse in that it's actual people modeling for the actual cards, and then they're, graphic designed into cool different scenarios. And I happen to know, I believe both Scarlet and Jamie make an appearance in the deck, although I do not know Jamie well enough to be able to tell you which deck she appears in, so I do apologize about that. But back of the cards, again, more of that gold shining through. It's inlaid there. And of course, the beautiful gold gilding. That's gorgeous. It is really almost makes it feel really sharp, like it might cut me. And we'll just start flipping through the deck. And again, I have not seen these cards yet. So we're just gonna, so the actual, I wonder if it's just this one. So the actual card looks like it's got some glittery on it, but I think it's actually the gilding that's coming off a little bit on that. It's a matte, and it doesn't have, it's a pretty nice finish. It doesn't have like the rose petal finish, but it's very nice, and the cards are nice and slick. They're not sticking together, which I like. So the Fool, we have kind of all the basic elements of your standard Fool card. Guy walking off a cliff with a dog. And let's see here. I'll actually put these up there. We've got the Magician. High Priestess. Okay, this one is Scarlet. So she is the Empress in this. And she actually made a joke. I watched a video that she did online about talking about the deck, and she said there's a lot of wedding dresses in this So that kind of makes sense if you're trying to dress fancy. The day in our lives we dress the fanciest is wedding day usually. So there's a bunch of different elements. You know, this is far more realistic than most decks that I've gone through. In fact, I think this is the most realistic deck that I've looked at all ever. It's pretty interesting. I'm not 100% sure how I feel about this style. It's almost too realistic. Again, there's my favorite there, the Strength card. And yeah, the whole elements are there. You've got the lion, infinity symbol, interacting, you know, she's interacting with him. Just a great card there. So I do like that one. I'm just not sure how I feel about the whole, like some of the cards look almost like like this almost looks like a prom picture. You know what I mean? Like with the weird backdrop and the strange poses. And then other ones I just really enjoy. Like I like this Hanged Man a lot. So I'll have to definitely play around with this deck a lot more to see how I fully feel about it. But I love the devil. Look at the devil. That is awesome. The Tower, another one I tend to look closely at when I flip through decks. So yeah, kind of a different deck. Oh, look at these guys. They're so cute. Look so happy. So a lot of horses too. Well, 2 horses so far. We'll see if more appear. Very, you know, diverse deck. It has different sizes, different body types, different ethnicities. So we're kind of covering all those bases, which I think is kind of I'm feeling like it's becoming more of a standard and the thing people really try to do, which I enjoy. Oh, there's a 3rd horse. So yeah, there's definitely horses that are running through this deck. And we're on the wands now, of course, and they are keeping the names, so you don't have to try to interpret what they are. They also have the Roman numeral up there. But yeah, you don't have to try to look at it and be like, okay, what is this? I've been working with the 5th Spirit deck a lot more, and that is one that's both a pip deck. This is not a pip deck because it clearly illustrates what's going on. But oh, another horse. I'm betting all of the knights are horses. So yeah, I've been playing with the 5th Spirit Tarot a lot, and I do sometimes have to look 2 or 3 times at the card and be like, okay, wait, is that a cups? Is that a wands? Is that a sword? So, you know, I do kind of like when the deck spells it out, and not because I can't figure it out, but because it just takes a few seconds off of my time to try to figure it out. So now we're on to the cups. It looks like each cup card has a receptacle of some sort, either a cup itself. Looks like we have some goblets and other things. So see. Love the rainbow. 8 cups. So yeah, pretty much there's the 10 of cups. You know, you have the family. Very traditional, let's see, Knight of Cups, horse, called it. A lot of horses in this deck. Also, I didn't give the warning at the start of this review, but I have a lot of kids and animals that live in my house, so one of them is currently awake right now and fighting sleep. So if you hear that in the background, I do apologize. I've noticed the sound doesn't pick it up as much as I thought it was going to, so I don't really have to keep doing the disclaimer, but hey, why not? 3 of Swords. Ooh, look at that one. 4 swords. See, this is another one where I feel like this one kind of has like a certain like unworldly feel to it. And then you have this one which is just a guy. He's like, hey, I got some swords. So again, I feel like this is a deck that I'm either going to end up loving or I'm going to not enjoy. But as of now, I actually really like it. I think it is well done. I do like that it's borderless. It kind of ticks all of my normal, this is what I like in a deck box. It's not a pip deck, which again, I'm not a big fan of pip decks. Got another horse, guys. And yeah, it's just, I almost get taken out of it a little bit with some of these cards, just not quite fitting in, I guess, with the rest of them. But I mean, that's a small complaint. I do think that it's a pretty well done deck. I know they worked on it for quite a while. And of course it required coordinating a whole bunch of models. Like I didn't look at how many was on that list, but it looked like there was quite a few. I knew a lot of them are Scarlet and Jamie's friends and family, so that's kind of cool. And if you go to, I know Scarlet, at least it's on her channel, that she talks a lot about how they did the whole thing. So we're going to finish it off with the King and Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, of course, being another one of my favorite cards in general, and I do really, really enjoy this one a lot. So that is the deck, and now we're going to talk a little bit about these cards because they are, I don't know, this is like, I think one of the beefiest decks I own. These cards, it's hard, I don't know how well you can tell, but they're really thick. So I'm curious now, we're going to try a little shuffle. Now keep in mind, I have 5-year-old girl hands, so shuffling in general is not easy for me. I usually do the hand over hand shuffle, but we're going to try it this way and see how it goes. Oh, I don't think I can do this with it, but I don't do that with tarot decks anyway. That actually did pretty good. Let's see, let's try it again. I was really worried it was going to be way too stiff to shuffle, but it does it quite nicely. A little hard to stick back together at the end. So there you go. If you are a card fan, this is a pretty thick card, but it has the right amount of like slip to it. So let's take a look at the fanned out. Gorgeous. Beautiful. So again, this has been the Key Tarot by, can you even read that? It's hard to tell. Scarlet Ravenswood and Jamie Gold. And thank you for tuning into my channel. You can, of course, find me over on Instagram at thepeacefire_witch. If you've enjoyed this review and you want to see more, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Give me a like, leave a comment, let me know what you think of the Key Tarot. I will leave a link to purchase it down below if you are interested and you want to check it out for yourself. Head on over to their website and pick it up. And I'll be back again soon with another review.